Hey, it's TCG Player here with a deck profile. This is my equip deck. It's pretty good. It's really consistent, I'd have to say, but I'll show you the deck. So, three Benkais, because these guys are really, really good, especially in this deck format, like in this deck, because they get to attack multiple times if they're equipped. So they're pretty good. Next is a Morphtronic Vidion. I got three of them. Because their effects are really good. When it's in attack mode and equipped with a spell, it gains 800 attack. So for like instance, Mage Power, it gains the power from the attack points from Mage Power plus his effect. So it's really good card. You can end a lot of games with just this guy. Next is one Whitehorn Dragon, because his effect's really good. I can get him pretty big, so that's why I run him in the deck. Next is two Dark Crusaders, because majority of the deck is dark, so his effect's really good. Pretty much he's just in there to be a big old beat stick, and then I can bring stuff back from my grave if I absolutely have to, so it's pretty good. Next is two Mystic Tomatoes, because pretty much the main search engine of the deck. I can get out my Benkais and other dark monsters that I have in the deck. It's just the only thing I don't like about it is I can't go get Dark Crusader. But other than that, he's pretty good. So two of them. I think three is a dead draw. So one Mataza, because he can attack twice, and if you give him equip spells, he gets pretty bad. One Crystal Seer for the draw power, pretty much. One Wild Heart, because he's unaffected by traps, so he's pretty good to me. One Kohetsu, because I only have one, but pretty much just to get my equip spells to my hand. So one of him. Next for my tuners is two Psychic Commanders, because Psychic Commander is a good level 3 tuner. I like him, so that's why I run him. He's just a level 3 tuner. That's the only reason he's in the deck. Two Krebons, because his effect's pretty good. I can negate an attack for paying just a little bit of life points. But other than that, he's really good. He's really good in the long run. And also on top of that, he's a level 2 tuner, so he kind of helps the deck go. So two of them. That's it for my monster setup. Next to my spells. To start off with the equip spells, 3 Mage Power, because it's just an awesome card for this deck. It's just great. So three of them. Two United We Stands. These guys are really good. They get your monsters pretty big, especially if you have a lot of them on the field. So two of them. Two Malevolent Nuzzlers, because they're pretty good and I can get them back if I need them. So these good. Two Lightning Blades, because majority of the deck is Warrior, so these guys come into great handy with stuff like that. And if I end up going against like fish decks and stuff like that, these come in a lot. These come in great handy. So or Absolute Zero, because of the Deep Sea Diva or whatever, and on top of that, Absolute Zero kind of, this guy doesn't like it. So that's why I run those. Next is just pretty much staples like Trunade, Monster Reborn, 2 MSTs. I think Econ's a staple because it should be, especially in this format. It's really good. This ain't a staple, but it's a really good card still for this deck. It's Allure Darkness, because I got a lot of darks in the deck, so it kind of helps with the draw power. Staple and Smashing Ground. That's it for my spell setup. But next is my traps. I only run 4 traps. One Bottomless, one Negate Attack, one 7 tools for the Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warnings, and Mirror Force. Next is my extra deck. First off, X-Saber Wayne, because I can get out a lot of my stuff, because most of it is Warriors. So I can go, get him, and then get Benkai or Dark Crusader on the field, just by using this guy. So he's really good. Then one Power Tool Dragon, because his effect's really good. I can, I can go get 3 equip spells, and I can put a random one in my hand. But the thing I like about this the most is because he's just really good. I can go get Mage Power, and it pretty much ends the game. So, really good card. And the last one, but not least, is Xavier Urbellum. Pretty much just because he's pretty good, and I can buff him up to make him even better. So that's why I run him. There's some other synchros I plan on putting in the deck. It's just I don't have them right now. So, or my fiance is using them. But this is the deck. I hope y'all like it. It runs exactly 40 cards. It only has 18 monsters, and majority of the deck is spells. But it's a really good deck. Nevertheless, the only downfall I see with the deck is if they Giant Trunade, and then you're pretty much fucked. Unless you have Whitehorn Dragon on the field, because he's pretty big. So, but other than that, it's just a basic equip deck. Hope y'all like it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Peace out, YouTube.